Hey everyone, Jason here, Community Director for the first Descendant. Before we begin, there's something I'd like to share with the community. In the July 15th update, additional balance patches for Inez and Serena will be made. So detailed changes will be announced soon in the patch notes. But today I want to explain the reasoning behind these.
Yo, what is going on everybody? So as you've seen from the title of this video, I am going to be talking about the current issue with Onslaught. Now this issue isn't just Onslaught itself, but I kind of want to talk about like the entirety of the game, but I wanted to use Onslaught as like a point and just kind of talk about the issue that we're going to be having in the future of this game. Now a lot of content in this game is derived around extermination, elimination of enemies. You know, it has nothing to do with certain objectives other than maybe defense. Probably the only other game mode that we have. Onslaught is the second iteration of this defense mode. The first iteration being special operations, but this is like more tuned up, right? I'm really concerned that this is just going to be a hamster wheel that will never go away. The repetitiveness of just farming mats and materials with this content is getting kind of annoying, especially since this has been like the first game mode that they actually made that was somewhat enjoyable, but only to an extent because its limitations. I don't know exactly what we're gonna get in the future with these trial missions and stuff like that. They easily could just be more extermination missions. Hopefully it's something different, and hopefully it's something that, you know, can keep players into this game, because I do really enjoy this game. I find it very fun. I love the aesthetic of the game. You know, it's just the repetitiveness. It's very repetitive. Another thing too is like set spawns. Now the more I see set spawns, and you really feel it in Onslaught, it's like you really know what you're getting into when you get into Onslaught. You know exactly where spawn points are, and you know exactly where you need to be. I mean, with this footage of me, you know, playing Onslaught with Velby, you could just see exactly, like, I've done this so many times. I know where they're going to spawn. I know where to traverse in the map, because it's not random. It's very just set locations. You know, it's just the same, very repetitive, right? They're going to be coming out with a level 4 mode, and the only reason why I brought up Inez and the balance and stuff like that in the beginning was because I don't really think we're going to see any other Descendant other than Valby, Viessa, and Bunny in Onslaught level 4, unless the balance isn't too impactful for Inez and she can still keep her own. Maybe we'll start seeing Serena's again because of her like new Transcendent mods and stuff like that, and hopefully Blair's actually really OP. I'm really hoping Blair's like just stupid strong, because at this point it's kind of ridiculous that we haven't had a strong male Descendant since pre-season or season 1, and it just really sucks. I mean, you can argue Keelan was pretty strong for 400%, but that's really it. He's good for certain bosses for Abyssal, but again, that's really it. You don't see him in Onslaught, you don't see him anywhere else. And it's just, I don't know. I really don't know. I hope the devs do figure out the formula, or I just hope they figure out that, hey, stuff is repetitive. They've talked about this in the dev notes, and you know, they've gone the message. You know, I think Ornery Biscuit was the one to say it, where the repetitiveness of farming mats and stuff like that from these same modes that we've been having over and over, it's just kind of getting stale. And unless you're a new player, because obviously if you're a new player this is going to be a different opinion, but if you're someone that's been playing since beta, this game has been moving at a snail's pace. I'm going to be totally honest, it has been moving at a very snail's pace. There has just not been any difference in game modes other than Onslaught. Everything has been the same. I was really disappointed in breach tracking, because it was just 400% in the open maps, and them just doing that to the open maps when they could have done something a lot better was, again, really disappointing. That's why I really didn't play or upload for quite a while until recently, because I just didn't care for any of it. I didn't play for like months. I took a very long break, and coming back into the game, it was a little bit refreshing with this new Onslaught mode, but I don't know if buffing the Onslaught mode or making a level 4 is the move. with these rewards, especially, like, did you see the rewards? They just added Kuiper and gold rings and called it a day and said, yep, there you go. Hopefully maybe they make it to where ancestor mods are a lot easier to get with this mode. Like every time you complete a mode, you get an ancestors mod. I don't know. It's just kind of crazy. Everything is also tuned up. More bullet sponge hell, which really sucks again too. I don't really like being negative in videos, like talking about like stuff I don't like in games, because I mean, especially since I'm a small content creator, it really isn't gonna matter. I can just talk about this all day and, you know, nothing really could change. I can't really voice my opinion on a dev stream, but, you know, I just don't know exactly what they're doing with this level 4. I don't know if any male Descendant will be played in level 4, and I feel like the longevity of male Descendants is, they should just get rid of them at this point. Who the hell plays Kyle? Who the hell plays Jaber? Who the hell plays Enzo? I mean, I see them in a blue moon, but I don't know. I would love to play these Descendants. I actually enjoyed playing Enzo back in preseason and season 1 during Deathstalker. I thought that was great. Peak of the game, by the way. But, you know, you hear this a lot from other YouTubers. You hear this a lot from the bigger YouTubers. And I will tell you, as someone that's been playing since beta, I did enjoy preseason and season 1 a lot more than most of the stuff we've been getting. I'm not going to say most of the stuff is complete garbage. There are highlights and moments where I'm like, yeah, this is pretty good. It's not terrible, but, you know, it could be a lot better. That's pretty much all I wanted to say. Hopefully this resolves itself. Hopefully they start realizing that nerfing isn't the answer. Since they already power crept so hard, there's just no point in nerfing, in my opinion. If you have a different opinion, let me know in the comments down below. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace.